Hey there, mathematicians. Welcome to Test 10, Lesson 4. Get your swords ready and let's go. And my voice is going a bit here, so I'm going to apologize to you in advance if I'm kind of crackly. But our objectives for today are to mark probability on a number line and to identify types of triangles. So we'll start by marking probability on number lines. So this should be a review. Just a reminder that probability is always a number in between 1 and 0. If the probability is 1, the event is certain, and if the probability is 0, the event is impossible. All other probabilities are in between 0 and 1. So here's an example. On a number line, mark the probability of the following events. The day after Wednesday will be Thursday. It will snow in December. The month after December will be July. The temperature on June 30th will be 0 degrees Celsius. If I toss a coin, it will come up heads. So just pause the video for a sec and see if you can figure out where each probability should go on this number line. So as you can see, the day after Wednesday will be Thursday. That event is marked at 1 because that is a certain event. Wednesday is always followed by Thursday. It will snow in December. Not certain, but quite probable given that we live in Alberta. So that is marked quite high up the number line, close to 1, but not at 1, because it's not certain that we'll get snow. The month after December will be July. We've marked as 0. That's impossible. We do not have July following December. The temperature on June 30 will be 0 degrees Celsius. Again, it's not totally impossible, but it's very unlikely, so we mark it quite low, close to 0. Not at 0, but close. And if I toss a coin, it will come up heads. That is a 50-50 chance, so that goes at 0.5, which is exactly halfway between 0 and 1. And that should have been reviewed, so that's all I'm going to say about probability today, and we're going to move on to identifying triangles. There are a number of different types of triangles we're going to look at. The first one is scalene. A scalene triangle has all different sides and all different angles. So this is a scalene triangle. None of the sides are the same length, and if you got a protractor, you would find that none of the angles are the same either. A right triangle contains a 90-degree right angle. So when you have a triangle that has a right angle in the corner, we call that a right triangle or a right-angled triangle. An isosceles triangle has two sides that are the same and two angles that are the same. So you can see that this third side and this third angle are different, but these two guys match and these two guys match. So that's isosceles. And an equilateral triangle has that root word equal in it again. All the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So those are my main triangle types. Equilateral, everything is the same. Isosceles, two are the same with one angle and one side being different. Scalene, everything is different. And right-angled, which it has a right angle in it. To give a triangle's full name though, I also have to say if it's acute or obtuse. So here we have an example of an acute angled equilateral triangle. Every angle in an acute triangle is less than 90 degrees. So this is an acute equilateral triangle. Down here I have an example of an obtuse angled triangle. One of the angles is greater than 90 degrees right here, and the longest side will always be opposite the biggest angle. So because even though these guys are acute, because there's one obtuse angle, I call it an obtuse angled triangle. So in this case what I have is an obtuse isosceles triangle. Two sides and two angles are the same, and there's an obtuse angle. So this is an obtuse isosceles triangle. If you have a test or something and they ask for the triangle's full name, you must give angles. So you must say this is an acute equilateral triangle. This is an obtuse isosceles triangle. Equilateral and right are exceptions because right is always a right angle. Sorry, losing my voice. So for your review, I'd like you to copy these definitions into the notes section of your math books, and please draw the examples as well. So I didn't talk about acute or obtuse in here, just giving you the four main triangle types. So again, equilateral, all sides and angles are equal. Scalene, all sides and angles are different. Right contains a 90-degree angle, and isosceles has two angles and sides the same, one different. Please do not write angels, it's angles. Pause the video here take down those quick notes, and when you come back, I have a short video for you to watch. And the last thing you're going to do today is watch a Maths Mansion. So you're going to go to www.tinyurl.com/mathsmansiontriangles. And if you do that, you'll watch the Maths Mansion video on triangles. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Have a great night.